This point, which is called as the third eye or eye of wisdom, in Shaivites it is also called the third eye of Shiva. And in Santamat, they also call it window to soul. This is the window to soul. Usually our eyes are going outward to see something. Now, as I have said, Parabrahm has neither any form nor it has any shape. So if I say you should meditate on God, then people are bamboozled. On what? Because I have already said that it is no name, no form, no shape. Now, how would you meditate? How would you focus? For a Krishna devotee, it is the Krishna's form. For a Sikh, it might be the Guru Nanak or Guru Gobind Singh. But if I say to any Sikh that you should meditate on Akal Purakh, what will be the shape or then what will be the form? Then the mind is very bewildered. What to do now? So the easiest way is that in most of religion, those who believe in incarnations, like Hindu religion, so they have Krishna or Ram or Vishnu or Shiva to focus on. Now, Sikhs don't believe in incarnation of God. So what do? Two things. Either some of them, because the mind needs something to rely upon. Something. So some Sikhs, out of devotion, they will have a picture of Guru Nanak in their mind. But well, then that is not Akal Purakh as per Guru Nanak. Then the second option which many Sikhs use is, and that is, they will focus on Vaheguru word. But you know, every word is a formation done with some alphabets. And alphabets have shape and form. So anything which has a shape and a form is not about God then. I know the hardcore traditionalists and conservative people will have heart attack when I will say this, that even focusing on Vaheguru word is not meditation. And all hardcore Hindus too will have a heart attack when I will say that meditating on Om is also not meditating on God. Because Om too has a form and Om too has an image. There is a shape, there is a way you write it. So in the yoga path and in the path of knowledge, jnana path, they say that what we need is that we bring this monkey mind to a standstill position. And once we have done this, meaning the mind is calm and quiet and still and stable, then one who is closest to the mind will get reflected in these still waters of your mind. We don't have to do anything else. Just bring a standstill state of mind, meaning no thoughts, no feelings, no memories. And you know what? like now when you were sitting and you were doing the practice which I gave you, as the mind goes into relaxation, the slumber takes over. The sleep takes over. Because your mind knows only one thing, and that is sleep. And in sleep, the mind is relaxed. So whenever the mind is relaxed, sleep comes in. And in a yoga path, this is considered to be the biggest obstacle to a sadhak, because where your mind will be calm, sleep comes in. And it comes so gently that your mind is so smart, it works on multi levels. The conscious mind will doze off, and the one part of mind will have the feeling, oh, I am meditating so beautifully today. The sleep takes over. And the laziness of mind and the inertia of the mind is so strong actually that sometimes you don't even need to close your eyes or everything else to be quiet or some soothing music to play. When even I'm talking, I see there are certain people who are here now also, certain individuals who can still sleep. They will doze off. Now it won't be a snorish sleep, but the person is asleep. The person won't fall down, his head won't tumble, but yet the person is sleeping. And the person is thinking, I am listening. So sometimes when I teach or I'm giving a talk on some difficult Vedantic scripture, I like to create a dialogue, meaning I will ask question. So I am not just speaking. I might just take a pause and call anybody's name that, okay, you tell me, what does it mean? Now again the ego is going to come into the play, into the scene. Nobody wishes to be in a bad light. That if I ask question, and I am talking about what I am currently talking now at that moment, and the person cannot answer. Because this will be a poster for everybody that she was sleeping or he was sleeping. So to save their ego, they have to be on tenterhooks. So they'll sit very agile, very attentive. I have many arts in my sleeve, which I use when I have to. But what I have seen is that whenever there is little relaxation happening, even when I can understand, mind and body are so exhausted with all the work, all the thinking, all the running. And then you come here and it's so silent. See? Here and there, this silence is broken by some chirping of bird. Or this bird who is. It's silent, it's relaxed, it's quiet, it's tranquil. And mind goes into relaxation. Hence the sleepiness will come. And you are enjoying, and you are having a great time. That's a different story that you are missing all that what I am speaking. But yes, you are gaining because your mind is in very relaxed state. Same thing happens that when you are, like when we do any procedure, any method which has some mantra involved or which has some certain breathing involved, then your all attention is in that because you're doing something and you are so in habit of doing that if I just say, don't do anything, this will be punishment. So I make you sit in your beautiful robes and then I make you do certain things. Okay, do this and now do this and now do this and now do this. And you, like a good baby, are following the instructions. And then you say, oh, we had great time. Well, that great time happened because you were following. If you were not following, then you wouldn't have any good time. Leave people alone. And nobody's watching. And nobody's checking. And you are sitting in a very relaxed, physically you're not doing anything, you're just sitting. After a while, what will happen? You will sleep. Because unfortunately, sleep is the only place where your mind gets some relaxation. Otherwise, it is thinking, making strategy and planning and organizing. And, at one time, people had those small gadgets which were called organizers. Then these organizers became part of the mobile phones. So then nobody is carrying that gadget because the mobile phone has all the gadgets now. But actually it is not the phone which is working. Your organizer is basically your mind only. You can put the phone on switch off, but you don't know how to switch off your own mind. So even when you are not doing anything, your mind is organizing. I'll do this, then this, then this, then this, then that, then this, then that, and this. And it will do all the future planning for next 20, 50 years. And hope and pray. You wish to seal this contract by going to certain temple or gurdwara and putting some offering, and then you pray, Lord, may all my wishes be true. So now you make sure that all these wishes become a reality. Most of the times, mind is thinking or sleeping. But even in sleep, the bigger part is dreams. Dreams is again thinking. The sound sleep comes for a very small time. And that is a very big reason for your bodies to be this diseased and low on immunity and not very healthy and not very stable also. The heartbeat is fluctuating, the BP is fluctuating, the ECGs are going off and on, the graph is going up and down, again fluctuating. The mind is thinking so much. Now this thinking mind, when wants to meditate, two problems. If it wishes to meditate on Parabrahm, it doesn't have a form or a shape. So you have no idea what to do. And the bigger problem is that your mind doesn't know how to stop thinking. So this is the biggest hurdle. So what to do? So our rishis gave these methods where you don't need any shape or a form or a mantra, and you use your very own body as a tool to bring quietude to the mind. And focusing on the forehead, focusing on the third eye, is a very powerful system. If you keep on doing this method for, say, in continuity, every day, and properly, then you will have so strong sensations at the forehead, which can get converted into like some electric impulses. It then can get converted into waves of electricity. And you would feel that this pulse running from your forehead all the way to your toes, all the way to your back, in the spine, in the head. So you begin to do it. You know, like if somebody wishes to get oil from earth, if the certain part, the scientists and all those people who are expert into locating where the oil is, if you wish to, get the oil from the spot which your technicians have said that yes, there is oil under the crust, you have to now dig deep. Then the wells are made. Then the calculations are done, how deep we have to go. It might be 600 feet, it might be 1,000 feet, it might be more. So then that digging is done with the right tools. And they are hoping and waiting that they strike the gold. And they are digging and they are throwing that the pumps are working and the earth is the dust and the dirt and stuff is coming out and the stones are being pulled out. And it is digging and digging and digging. And then they hit that spot. So now it is just, the machinery, the gensets are working and the oil is getting pulled out. And that's how so many Americans became rich in USA, in people in Saudi Arabia, people in, this Middle East, so many countries. At one time they were the poorest of poor. But now they are not. Why? Because they have oil. So oil is there, but you need to dig. And dig deep. You can't just do it for, say, 10, 20 feet and then stop it by saying, oh, we don't have it. You keep on doing it until you find it. The technicians are advising, right? That's why they are paid so handsomely who find that where these natural resources are. With the help of the experts, the companies, the governments then become rich. So taking this example now to sadhana. The expert is saying, bring your focus at your third eye. And you will find that immense energies and the immense experiences. And you do it in one session, and we never found anything. But when an expert says that this particular spot has oil, then the expert is not saying that the oil can be accessed so easy. So you follow the advice. And I know sometimes they have to move the spots also. Yes, oil is there, but from this A point, it is difficult From B point, it might be more difficult. From C point, it might be easy. So they need to change sometimes. But once they have started digging, they'll keep on digging until they find the oil. So sadhuk has to keep on doing this Shiva Netra sadhana until you find those energies which are there, but you need to work deeply on that.